Only the irrational points are falling, and this is how the mathematical justification is there that the things are true. Many of the things which are considered to be magic is not actually magic. There is a scientific evidence and proof. Only thing is that we have to dig out how the things are true. But this example is very beautiful example, and one more thing I would like to tell you. If I constantly bust कर जाए तो आपका steam engine तो नहीं बनेगा, rather disappointment आ जाएगी. तो अब ये सोचना कि किस मेटल की वेसल बनानी है जो इतने प्रेशर को बियर कर जाए. In fact, we want to know the good deal of quantitative side of the properties of steam and that of the material used for constructing a steam engine. यानी कि प्रेशर की अमाउंट वो भी इसकी क्वांटिटी चाहिए मुझे, और क्वालिटी तो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है लेकिन क्वांटिटी चाहिए. और दूसरा कि जो मटेरियल है जो इतनी स्टीम को बियर कर ले उसकी स्ट्रेंथ कितनी होनी चाहिए, ये दोनों क्वांटिटी की फॉर्म में चाहिए मुझे. Thus the knowledge of the qualitative properties of the matter, if taken alone, is not a very good use. So the study of quantitative side of things means weighing and measuring and establishing relations. अब mathematics आ गया, क्योंकि weighing, measuring and establishing relation, and that can express in mathematical form. So this is how the mathematics has a very important say in constructing the steam engine. मुझे कितनी देर बोलना है बता देना, है ना? सुनने वाला. God bless you.
बहुत ही छोटा रहेगा सर, पर फिर भी मैं करना चाहूँगी. थैंक यू सो मच सर, फ्रॉम कोर ऑफ आवर हार्ट, सभी की तरफ से. आई होप सभी ने ये लेक्चर बहुत बहुत एंजॉय किया, दिल से किया. और हम देख रहे थे कि जिस तरह से बच्चों का कनेक्शन, सर एक मैपिंग बन गई थी. कैसी मैपिंग हो गई? 100 या मैनी वन. थैंक यू सो मच सर वंस अगेन. एंड इसके बाद 15 मिनट्स की एक शॉर्ट टी ब्रेक होगी.
For any two point x and y in R in every open neighborhood of product of these two numbers, there should exist open neighborhood U and open neighborhood V around x and y respectively, such that their products should be subset of this W, where W is the neighborhood of product of these two numbers. Right? So this is the definition of topological ring. On okay, these are some preliminaries. So my paper is published on the topic of generalization of topological ring, that is semi-topological ring. In this type of topological ring, we are going to use some basic preliminaries. जैसे like we have open sets, there are many other generalized form of open sets like semi-open set, alpha open set, delta open sets, and also p open sets, right? So in my paper, I have used this kind of an open set, that is semi-open set. Okay, so semi-open set are defined something like this. Any subset A of a topological space X is said to be semi-open if there exists an open neighborhood O in X such that this condition is satisfied. Or you can also easily check that any subset of a topological, any subset A of a topological space X is said to be semi-open if this condition is satisfied, that is A should be a subset of closure interior of A. And complement of open set is closed set. Similarly here, complement of any open set is closed set. Right? Or equivalently, you can also check the closeness, semi-closeness of a subset of a topological X can be using this criteria. So next is any point X in X is said to be semi-interior point if there exists any semi-open neighborhood such that this condition is satisfied, and the set of all
similar half spaces of non-local elastic solid with voids. This is a joint work with my colleague Dr. Davinder Kumar, and I am from DAV College Managing Committee, Sangrur. This is the outline of my presentation. I will start with introduction. In this model, I have used two theories. First is the concept of voids and next is the concept of non-locality. Everybody is familiar with the concept of voids. Also contain voids. So I am using that concept, and which was developed by Covin and his co-workers in 1979 and 83, and next Puri and Covin in 1985 explored the plane wave propagation in this new model, which is different from classical theory. And my next theory is theory of non-locality, which was developed by Adelin and Erringen. The concept of non-locality is very realistic. In classical theory, we use the relation between strain and stress, which shows that if I have to consider the stress at this point, I have to find out the stress at this point, then it considers that it depends upon the strain at this point only. But non-locality introduced the concept that it does depend upon the stress at neighboring points also. So this is the concept of non-locality, which is different from locality, and it is a realistic concept. In my foundation paper, that is saying at all in 2016, we have developed the constituent relations for this new model, which is non-local elastic solid with voids, and we have used the theories of Covin and next of Erringen. These are given in equation 2.1 and 2.2. Here the parameters lambda and mu are Lami's parameters, which are for classical theory, and my next theory is of voids and whose parameters are alpha.
So our estimator would provide better result if the correlation between the study variable and auxiliary variable are positive. So if our study variable, our study variable in population is the village, and auxiliary variable would be area of the village and number of houses in the villages. So the empirical study has been done by taking population of 96 villages of rural areas under the police station single. We are considering Y as a population study variable, X and Z are auxiliary variable, where X is area and Z is occupied houses. So this is the parameters we have considered. So by considering these parameters, we can get sample mean key MSC and MSC of the different estimators. So as we can see, our proposed estimator whose MSC is lowest than the other, and the PRE is highest in among us. So we can say that our proposed estimator is efficient than sample mean ratio and product regular estimator and regression estimator when we have two auxiliary variables, and all of auxiliary variables and study variables have positively high correlation. Thank you, sir.
Known to all the faculty members and the students. Myself, Professor Jitinder Kaur from DAV College Breka, and a research scholar at IK Gujarat, Punjab Technical University, Kapurthala, and I am pursuing my PhD under the able guidance of Dr. Kulvinder Singh Parmar. Now the topic of my today's presentation is statistical and time series analysis of a pollution data. Now, as we know, coal plays an important role in fulfilling a nation's demand of energy, and India is the world's largest producer of coal in the world. Coal mining, being one of the major industries in India, is helping great in the economy of the nation, but meanwhile its grave usage and grave mining is also posing health hazards to the residents of the people living there. The eastern part of India, where major coal minings are found, are fraught with high emissions of black carbon and other air pollutants, and as per the report of the CPCB, air pollution in coal mines is leading to spontaneous emissions of black carbon and various dangerous gases like methane, carbon monoxides, oxides of nitrogen, sulfur dioxides, leading to health issues and global warming.